Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Afolabi, who is a Nollywood actor, producer and director, has been called out by one of his baby mamas. Well, initially, Afolabi has painted the picture of having just one child, one daughter, and no one knows the mother of the daughter. But eventually, the popular blogger called Ritūalįst called him out after he commented on Ritūalįst, the icons matter. Well, for the privilege of those who do not know about Ritūalįst's matter, Ritūalįst, who also claims to have just one wife and 2 kids, eventually his matter came out online where he has several other children, almost 6 of them, with 2 other women. And such is the case with Afolabi as well. He has several other children with other women. The highlight of all of this was when one of the baby mamas of Afolabi came out crying that Murphy has been threatening her with jazz and other diabolic things, and she had to run for her life. She said she's a graduate. She said she's not desperate and not seeking attention. All she's asking is that Afolabi takes full responsibility of his child, as this child has special needs. She is a sickle cell warrior, so therefore she's calling on well-meaning Nigerians to come to her aid. If anything happens to her, let it be known that Afolabi and his clergyman knows about it, and at the same time, if it is worth dying for, at least she knows she died for a good cause, and that is for her daughter. Well, Afolabi had initially been praised by some of his fans who first saw the calling out by the blogger. Afolabi went ahead to get other children who he has with other women, took pictures with them and shared it on social media, and everybody has been giving him a round of applause saying, wow, great job. At least it came to his right senses and it did what is right for the sake of his children. Well, surprisingly, another lady came out claiming that Afolabi has not been doing his fatherly duty as is a deadbeat father. This young lady, whose name is Būlly Bamidele, well, she went ahead to share a message with the popular blogger called Ritūalįst, stating why she has to come out for everyone to know her current state, and if anything should ever happen to her, Murphy should be held responsible. In her words, she said, after you called him out and he sent 20k, that I shouldn't talk to GLB or anyone, I will continue to take responsibility. Since then, he stopped picking calls. After I kept disturbing him for my child's school fees, he said 20k and said that's what he will give. I kept on calling him, and on Monday he sent 10k and blocked me on all means to reach him. Then on Tuesday, his Afa called me on phone and started reciting incantations. But it was so terrific that I fell from bike. I can send pictures from the injuries I sustained. My phone broke and all. Since that day, I can't sleep. Kept seeing strange things. This Afa kept calling me, threatening me not to call Murphy or say anything to anyone. Contrary to people's opinion, it was a rape issue from the start, and it was after he tricked me to his Afa place where they threatened me with all sorts of things that we got my lawyer involved, and he sent a woman who he called a sister to beg that we settle out of court. A lawyer was involved from the start. It was after the naming that the woman told me to stop calling her because she was paid to do the job and she's done. Raising a sickle cell warrior is no joke, and I don't want to suffer in vain. Please help me. Right now, she's having severe crisis. Please help me, Oba. And contrary to people's opinion, I'm not after fame or whatsoever. My mom is an actor and producer of the legendary movie Labake Dejo, produced in the early 90s, at the time when Murphy was obviously not in the game, and he's not the first actor I'd work with. I'm just someone who just fell victim of circumstances. But please help me change the impression people have on this case. I am not desperate. I am a graduate, an accountant doing so well in my field before I came across this misfortune of a guy. Murphy is dangerous than how people see him. Please, for the sake of my child, help me out. This was the lady calling on the blogger to help out, call out Murphy Afolabi so they can know the kind and amount of threats she has been receiving ever since she reached out to Murphy Afolabi to come and take the responsibility. While sharing on our personal Instagram page, she went ahead to share videos of her child showing where she resides and the state in which she resides, stating that Murphy is just there living fake life and not attending to his responsibilities, and that her child is a sickle cell warrior. At the same time, she has been receiving so many calls and threats. In her words, she said, "Please everyone at Murphy Afolabi and his Alpha fellow Ritūalįst have been threatening my life with death because I'm asking him to take responsibility. My life has been a shadow of itself for 5 years. I have been silenced and bullied for 5 years. Please everyone help me out. At Murphy Afolabi, serial rapist and ritualistic. You are here as usual living your fake life on the gram when your child is staying in the trenches, living in hunger, no clothes, no proper care. You have threatened my life with death for straight 5 years. Whenever I ask you to take responsibility over your child, I'm done watching you. At this point, I don't care to die anymore." Oh, this was the lady calling out Murphy Afolabi, stating that if she's going to die, please, it's going to be for a good cause. Well, here was what the popular blogger had to say about Murphy Afolabi. In the blogger's words, it said, "This takes us to Murphy Afolabi matter too. You know, the day I called him out, he sent money to the lady wey get belle for him. Not until recently, again, the lady entered my DM, say Murphy, they threaten him with jazz. And of course, we all know Murphy, number one jazz man in the industry. In fact, a lot of his colleagues avoid him like plague. Now, this jazz threat, they use for everybody. Now, the lady is crying wolf in my DM. Una they see him. Ladies, I think it's high time. Una close una leg. Even me, I'm tired of fighting." She just posted something on her page now. "Dear Murphy, don't be unfortunate. After she called you out on your page 2 days ago, you blocked her, then post your other kids that you are not taking care of just to deceive people and make them believe you are responsible. Murphy, this lady talk say her pikin be sickle cell. Oga, go take up your responsibility. Una sabi knack, but una no sabi take care of pikin. Be like you won't collect woto. I go use spell that juju where you carry for hand now. As Murphy Afolabi, on shiri ni abo on shiri. You dey play abinament. I dey come. Details loading." Well, there are several other pictures which has gone viral on social media of Murphy Afolabi attending the naming ceremony of the said child, who is now 5 years old and a sickle cell warrior. We hope that this comes to an end. Whatever threat they have been dishing out to each other comes to an end. It comes to the term with the fact that he is the father of this child and ready to take full responsibility on the child. There shouldn't be any shame in that, even if at some point you realize that it was an error to have started a relationship with any woman, as long as there's a child in between. This child and children shouldn't be the ones at the receiving end. Let's not be selfish adults. Any child we know we can raise, we shouldn't bring them to this world to suffer, as there's too much suffering in the world already. Well, this is just my opinion, and guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.